discussion. Let's move on to Prop 65. It's always kind of a contentious issue, but I know Erica, we talked about just touching on some high level areas of Prop 65. What are some areas that the consumer should be aware of just from a very high level?
Well, there are 4 or so ingredients that tend to make their way into finished dietary supplement products: lead, cadmium, arsenic, and what's the 4th one? At any rate,
Mercury.
Mercury, thank you. I find that a lot of I represent a lot of foreign supplement companies that are starting a presence in the US, or just baby startups that don't have any experience in the industry, who have never heard of Prop 65. And, I represent a myriad of different folks, right? I represent contract manufacturers, I represent brands, I represent scientists. I am fully encompassed in the supplement and food industry. And I would like to see, some contract manufacturers offering to do the heavy metal testing, or at least telling some of these companies about Prop 65, because these companies are out there selling these products and they're not getting their products tested for the heavy metals, and it makes its way in California. And then all of a sudden they get, a letter from the Environmental Research Center, who bought the products online, and the lead levels are in excess of what California allows. And you're looking at a $2,500 fine per day per violation. That gets expensive quickly. Plus you're going to wind up paying lawyers. So I feel like it's just a lot of it isn't out there. The other thing I would say is this. So if you have less than 10 employees, you're exempt, right? But if you sell through a company that sells to gyms and healthcare and health centers, or if you sell directly to gyms, or if you sell through Amazon, they're going to require you, as the brand that's exempt under Prop 65, to indemnify Amazon or Europa or GNC or whoever it is that you're selling through. You're going to indemnify them for any damages they incur, have to pay because of your non-compliance with Prop 65. So that's kind of something that's tricky in there, because while you might think you're flying under the radar, your retailers are not. And these bounty hunters, is what I call them, are savvy to that. And they will go after anyone who's got money, anyone that they can get. And then you're going to wind up paying, Amazon or GNC or whomever for the Prop 65 issue. So the second piece of this, and I had never seen this before, one of my contract manufacturers recently got a Prop 65 notice. And contractually, they had disclaimed all warranties. Prop 65 compliance was on the brand, and this still made its way into this guy's lap. So, these bounty hunters are getting desperate. They're getting creative. They want money. There's already been CBD bounty hunter letters going out, as I understand. And the way to comply, right, is to put the warning on your product. And if you sell online, the warning also has to be on the product page, or it has to be a warning on the product page that you can click on, or you can have a pop-up at checkout if the person resides in California. But if you sell online, you have to comply 2 ways. You have to comply with the warning on the product, and you have to comply with something on the website. So, there's ways to comply, and it's certainly something that brands need to be aware of, I'd say, because it's costly to not be aware of it if you get one of those letters.